Hey guys, what's up? It's me, the Video Master, and today we are here to talk about gaming and fun times and a couple of extra interesting things I've always wanted to kind of cover, but never really got around to it just because stuff happens. So welcome to my first episode of my podcast. I'll hopefully upload these every um week on a weekend, and I'm gonna hopefully get special guests and other people to join me on this podcast. And I'm thinking I could get some pretty cool people that you guys have, um, maybe you've seen, maybe you've not seen, but yeah. So that's what we're gonna do here, and all right, that's what we're gonna talk about. So as I do this podcast, since it is YouTube, I will be having some gameplay footage playing in the background of me playing in real time. If you're not a fan of that, I'm sorry, but I also will release this in a audio format for the people that I prefer it with audio, and might want to take it on the go with them. So let's get right into it. So first, I want to talk about microtransactions and how prevalent they have been in the gaming community, and I'm gonna just say this right now: for all those Battlefront fanboys who are upset because you're basically not getting the game you wanted, if it's that bad, go ahead and download yourself Unreal Engine 4. It's free, by the way, and make your own Battlefront. Yeah, I mean, what else can I really say? Like, people are getting mad that Battlefront has a season pass for $50 for 4 expansions. Why are you getting upset over that? It's not that big of a deal. Call of Duty's done it. Halo did it cheaper, if I'm not mistaken. I think their season pass was $30 when War Games and all that stuff dropped. So, Halo did it. Call of Duty does it. Battlefield does it. Why is it different when Star Wars Battlefront does it? It's because it's not a complete game and you're not getting the full experience, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm so sick and tired of people hating on season passes, considering they've been around the gaming community since 8th or like 7th gen, and people are like, alright, I can get $10 off, it's awesome. And now it's like, there's too many. What? It's like you guys won't make up your mind. One point it's amazing, the second it's too many, the third, well, it's a good game, so I'll support the season pass for this one. Just make up your minds, guys. Just make up your minds. It's either buy season passes or don't buy season passes. Or, and the fact that they're calling it microtransactions is hurting, again, because it's DLC, considering you're getting expansions. It's like, guys, just make up your minds. Just make up your minds, please. Gosh darn. I mean, I'm not trying to sound harsh or anything. It's like you guys just will not decide ever. You know, if it's good or not. I'm sorry, I'm sitting here, but it's just like, what is wrong with you people? It's like 1 minute it's okay to buy the Witcher 3 season pass, and the next it's like, no, I won't do it for Battlefront. Like. What's the point? The season pass doesn't come out till next year, so you have all the time in the world to ask if the game's good or if the game's bad. Like, what is your okay, Amiibo's getting cheeky. But like what's your point, guys? Just make up your minds. Make up your minds. I'm not trying to sound negative there, and I know season passes are quote unquote toxic. I've never had a problem. If it's a good game, or just with the map packs, I've bought the Black Ops 2 season pass because the maps were awesome and zombies was fun. So of course I would, dish out extra cash to the guys who made Black Ops, and I'll probably do it for 3 because 3 is gonna be kind of more of the same. And oh come on, the shenanigans. Be more of the same, and who knows, man? I like it, but enough microtransactions season pass talk. Venting aside. So let's talk, and again, I definitely get why people do not want season passes and stuff in their games. There's also a negative to that, where it's just like, it's going to be milking, they're going to remove maps, it's already going to be on the game disc like Capcom did. Don't get me started with that. I actually have a disc of Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I found Mega Man and stuff on there, and I put it up in my game, even though some of them are broken. But still, it's like, oh my gosh. And the sad part is, it's probably like it will even be saved for DLC. It's just them being lazy. That just shows how easy it is to port games from Xbox to PS3. back in that time, but it'll also prove how easy it is to do it today. And that gets me to my next point. Well, actually, after we finish microtransaction talk, that'll get me to my next point. Um, Other things is like Halo, I know will have microtransactions. I guess you're buying these rec packs, which is basically what you use to get yourself a little boost online, and you can earn them in game. But what people keep forgetting about this rec pack, as he stated and as he's shown off in trailers and everywhere, you must earn it. It's not just, oh, you put down $2. That means we're gonna instantly let your team start out with the Scorpion and Warthog and blah blah blah. No, you have to earn it. You have to get the kills. You have to get the setups. You gotta, it's the, oh gosh darn, the Civivo's on fire. Text that. But I'm sorry. Regardless, you have to not just kind of let it happen. You gotta put out work, basically. I guess is the only way I could say it. Like, you have to earn it. I mean, what else can I say? So, if they want to pay $2 to get a rec pack faster than everyone else, knock yourself out. But, what's it called? Microsoft is doing it smart, because it's not just, oh, $2. That would be unfair advantage. What is fair is if you're paying $2, but they still have to earn what they paid for. So if you're paying, it's like a gamble. If you're paying $2, you better be putting out work for your team, which is all the best for me. So if you're paying $2 on my team to help us get Warhogs and, help us get the points, knock yourself out, because you still got to put in a lot of work and not just kind of, oh, I just paid $2, let me call in this orbital drop package and just wreck the whole enemy team and then take all of our points because, logic. Stuff like that I'm fine with. Camouflages for guns that are like $2. I love how people could never complain about it when you play like Counter-Strike Global Offensive, but when it comes to Call of Duty, let's all hate on it. Like, gosh, hypocrites. It hurts. But $2 for like camo, that's fair. I know there's some other. Actually, it's like sometimes it's $1 for some camos, like the specialty flags I remember was only $1 if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it was on sale. I don't know. But I mean, if people want to do that, let people do that. That's fair microtransactions. Map packs and stuff are obviously, in my opinion, fair. And I'm so tired of people like, no, because what about those expansions back in the day, guys? Don't act like all these map pack stuff are a new thing, like a lot of you guys are. It's not. It's not something new, and it hurts over the fact that many people are acting like this is this new game, breaking, anything can happen. Microtransactions, if he has the map pack, it ruins the whole game flow, which they kind of did with Halo 3, but again, I really just didn't care. I don't even think I played much Halo 3 multiplayer because I was so young, but, I guess it'll just have to, let it be at this moment. That's all I gotta say for map packs and Halo 5's now. Where it gets ridiculous is Rise of the Tomb Raider, which came out or didn't come out. I can't wait for that game. Maybe less so now because of those microtransactions they're starting. And it's like expedition cards to heal your character and what was it? Heal your character, things like that. Give your character special buffs out there. And it's like, okay, but at the same time, that's really messed up because if it has it's like game enhancing stuff. If you want increased bullet power, it's no longer a skill you upgrade, you felt like you earned. It's something you put down $3 for and you can, or whatever the price is, and instantly get it. And things like that are starting to get not just out of hand. That's where I have to draw the line personally because it's a single player game and they're doing all of that. Now, some people are saying, or lots of people are saying, this is what gaming needs to do to survive. This is what, companies need to do to survive. And it's not that either. It's really not that because look at how much these games are making. Look at how much, revenue they're getting back. And you have to remember, they're still getting continuous revenue, through all those means. So what's really happening here is just greed. I mean, if they're pretty much like, hey, mobile games are doing it, and to an average consumer, say it's a mobile gamer, you guys really have to listen here. Like, say it's a mobile consumer, picks up an Xbox One, PS4, and they're not used to waiting and walling around. Maybe they kind of are just like, oh whatever, they're gonna see stuff like that, like, oh, I could put like $20 down for these extra Helix tokens in Assassin's Creed Unity to instantly get my character this cool gear rather than playing the amazing missions Ubisoft has laid out for me. I put amazing in huge quotation marks if I could, because Unity is the worst game of all time from this gen, if I'm not mistaken. But, I mean, it's stuff like that where it's like, yeah, that's really... they're gonna go for it, because it's like, okay, why not? You know, most, I'm not saying like all, but a good chunk of mobile gamers would probably put down, you know, whatever amount just to get themselves a cool gear and just quick things to instantly boost. So for that reason, I know people are getting upset over that, and I am definitely right with you, because that is gonna break the, you know, thing down. But at the same time, companies need to learn that, guys, it's AAA. And you don't have to appeal to the mobile market. You have to get them introduced. Another reason why I feel like the Nintendo is doing quite okay with transactions at the moment. So, that's all I have to say for microtransactions, how I feel. Personally, I'm okay if it's map packs and stuff. Maybe that's just because of how I've been playing games. It's expansion packs, Rainbow Six expansion games. And you guys have to remember, like, Rainbow Six... They had like 3 Rainbow Six or Rainbow Six threes. Like it was like Black or not Black Siege. No, was it? Oh, I'm trying to remember. There's like Lockdown. There's maybe not 3 Rainbow 3 games, but I just remember there was like a bunch of Rainbow Six games at a time, like for everything, and it just would not stop. And I guess fatigue set in or something. But still, like things like that, I just have to say, it's getting out of hand. It's getting slightly ridiculous. And someone needs to go in there and pull the cord, you know? Someone needs to, gosh darn it, go in there and just say, alright, it's great and all, but it's time for us to just really start hard hitting it and really just drill home the point, I guess, and just really start, I guess, kind of cutting down on them, because it's kind of toxic right now. Now, again, Halo 5 and stuff, if they're doing it like that, where you still have to earn it in some way, shape, or manner, I am personally okay with that. At least for, multiplayer games, I'm all right with that. If it's like, you know, get this gun, but you got to get such, you know, maybe the original challenge was like 100 kills online. Maybe your everyday gamer doesn't want to go on kill feeds like that, so they buy the thing. It's like a shortcut, and instead of like instantly getting the gun, you gotta do about 50 or 25 kills, you know, something more in their range. So, think of it as kind of a boost. And I guess some people could say that's not, you know, that's not doing anything better, but at least they're contributing to the game and contributing to the team still. And it's still going to make them come back and play, rather than, oh, I tried this gun, I didn't like it, I'm going to stop playing the game, you know? So, at least they'll feel like, oh, I earned it, but hey, maybe there's different guns out there I want to try. Maybe, you know, maybe that gun wasn't as good, but I could just get another pack, or in this case, I could just go and, you know, maybe learn this gun or get new guns or things like that. That stuff I am fine with. That would be great. So next, let's talk about Nintendo and stuff to close out my final stance. Microtransactions, they're gonna be there. I personally am not a fan of those Rise of Tomb Raider ones, which are ridiculous. But what we're having here shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't get too out of hand. We'll see what happens. Now, back to the unfortunate Nintendo leaks for days. So basically, Nintendo NX rumors just got out of hand, got confirmed. So many things wrong with the NX, and there's just so many things wrong with Nintendo right now. Like, it's not even funny. All their stuff's getting leaked. All their stuff is getting homebrewed. All their stuff is getting hacked. All their things. They had an emulator for the Wii before, like, the Wii was even a huge thing because of how so similar it was to the GameCube. Like, it's things like that are just crazy. And Nintendo needs to start learning to just crack down. You know, I don't know, man. It's crazy out there. But, let's get, let's get right into the NX news that I heard. And basically, it's supposed to have an industry-leading chip. Now, this could mean anything. I'm guessing its graphics are going to keep up with the times as an industry leading, maybe slightly from what, because there's pictures. You guys have to remember, there's also pictures and what's it called and stuff of the NX in action where the Dragon Quest game dropped or got announced, and we all saw it. So you guys also have to take that into account. You guys have to remember that there's still evidence that the NX it was on par, if not like better, if we're talking about what we saw as the PlayStation 4. It's up there. So that industry leading part. I know some people are like, well, Nintendo's not cost efficient. Also at the moment it is Nintendo. They're probably gonna release it for about who knows how much actually. It's a gamble. We said the Wii U was gonna be about 200, 300. Not 300. It was like 200 or so, 250 tops. And that Jake released at 350 and 300 for the bundle. It was stupid. It was ridiculous. Blah blah blah. So, how do I feel about the NX and its industry-leading chips? I hope it's true. I really hope it's true because that's what we're gonna need to keep, gaming going. At least for Nintendo over there. My boy Nintendo is just catching all the hands from Sony Microsoft when it comes to graphics. But I feel like it could work. It could honestly work. It could honestly be fine, and it's all just gonna boil down to Nintendo just doing the right stuff and not really messing up. I guess I really don't know exactly what to say, but just other than just be smart. Okay, be smart. Please be smart and just don't mess it up again. Okay, just don't mess up. Just don't mess up. I mean, what else can I say? So, other than that, that's pretty much all I have to say for the NX leading chip thing. Now, people are also talking about the other NX amazingness that is, thankfully, I believe, true, which is going to be like a mobile console hybrid. Now, when I first heard this, I was shocked. Like, I thought it was going to do that Android console thing, because they didn't word it right, okay? Some other guys kind of clarified it, but basically, I thought when I see that it's going to be just as powerful as like a mobile console. That's what they're talking about, and that article just got it all wrong. So I had to go and do a little bit of research, and I found the right one. And basically, they're saying it's going to be handheld, but at the same time, what's called like handheld, but at the same time, what was it? Like console too. So, what I have to say about that is probably where that cartridge system we heard about the other day was coming into play, where it's like you have the console, you got your beautiful disc, or maybe even digital, maybe no optical drive, system that you use to play, and that's how you play your game. Oh gosh, oh man, that's how you play your games. But on top of that, when you go out on the go, it's gonna have a cartridge-based thing, and that's how you're gonna play your games on the go. Maybe it's gonna be smaller. I just really hope they keep the Wii U gamepad. I know it was gimmicky, and oh come on, I know it was gimmicky to many people, but I loved the Wii U gamepad, and I felt like it would work perfectly. Like this would work perfectly into something you fit in your bag. Maybe this part here, I guess, or kind of here. This is where you would put your what's it called? Like card slot. If they kind of just modify it, I guess. I would be personally okay with that, and that would be hype, in my opinion, because I think that would definitely work for Nintendo console. Or I guess handheld hybrid thing. But we'll see what happens with that. So, the mobile console thing, I don't know what's going to happen. We'll just kind of have to wait and see. Now, unfortunately, there's some other stuff going on that I really, really have to talk about, and I really have to sink my teeth into, and that's not other than the simple fact that Nintendo, just got a bunch of their servers just done wrecked, because all these leaked and all these, things came out for the eShop, which led to, like, Legend of Zelda, I guess Twilight Princess is supposed to be remade, or some crazy stuff like that, and some person, I guess just kind of let it loose in a way. So that's why I'm saying, Nintendo, you need to step up your game with this. Your stuff gets leaked constantly. Like, do you not know the definition of encrypt? Or, like, have a smart, like, these people, oh my gosh, what the heck was that? But, these people get a hold of your stuff on a daily basis, and you're just like, no comment, just let it happen. And it's crazy. It's getting out of hand. So, how do I feel about a Twilight Princess HD remake if it's gonna happen? Sign me up, man. I personally did beat Twilight Princess, but it's been kind of foggy. I haven't played that game in so long because I'm so, you know, I guess I haven't played a Zelda game in quite the time actually, unless you count Hyrule Warriors. That I guess I played that fairly recently. I think last month. But I don't know. It's kind of makes me slightly upset that, you know, Nintendo just did not come out and say anything about this. I'm sorry. Nintendo. Either way, what I have to say, a remake would be nice. I mean, we haven't got too many. I would love to just hurry up and see a brand new Legend of Zelda game. Cough, cough. You know, because I am so excited to play that new Legend of Zelda game. Gosh darn, if it happens, man. You know, I need something to tie me over after I beat Xenoblade Chronicles X. You know, late 2016 is when I'm gonna finish it. But you know, that's what's gonna happen. I don't really know what else to say other than GG. Good luck, Nintendo, with your remakes. If they are making another remake, they probably are, because Nintendo needs something right now. They need something to crank out. But we'll see what happens, Nintendo. Good luck. Last, what was it? So that's the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess remake, and I was watching Game Explain's video, and the first said everything I needed or wanted to hear from that man, and you know, like basically Game Explain was saying the opening's too long and winded and too much. And in my opinion, I don't know. Like, I guess in a way it could definitely be long and winding and takes quite the time to really get going. But I feel like it was at least building stuff rather than just kind of throwing you into a world and just letting stuff happen. So I felt like it was kind of a reboot in a way of the Legend of Zelda franchise, just because of its tone and how everything went. But that's just me. I don't know. Like when I was playing that, I kind of felt like this was an entirely new thing, rather than it being like, you know, Ocarina of Time 3. Lol. You know what I mean? Oh, this is me, but wait for the cheeky combos. There we go. Ooh, ooh. Sorry about that. So, yeah, basically, all I gotta say is, if it happens, great. If it doesn't, I'm not losing sleep over it, you know? It's another remake, last thing I want on my Wii U. Is any more remakes? I kind of just want to play, I kind of just want the NX at this point. But I also want Poké Tournament. I want a lot of things Wii U. So, whatever. Life will happen. Life will move on. Yeah. So, what else? That's pretty much it for the Nintendo side of things. The NX is coming out. Twilight Princess is looking quite pristine, I guess I should say. I don't know. HD would be awesome. Again, not losing sleep if it doesn't happen, but whatever. But what else do I honestly have to say for my everything is our podcast is I want to talk to you guys about a couple setups and why my channel's been very weird, just like random vids, don't really got a schedule anymore. That's mainly due to the fact that I've just kind of, I guess, lost aspiration to want to post out and put out new content. And it's because of, I guess, despite how babyish this sounds, it's just how critical everything is these days. Like, view counts ain't gonna happen unless you can get it posted somewhere. And when you do post it somewhere, all you're gonna get is dislikes, because it's like, people just don't like it for, like, the smallest of things. And stuff like that, I just never got until you have a dedicated thing. And I have like 120, but none of them come to my videos. As I've been looking at the statistics, and not a single person drops by. It's just subscribe and then they leave. I don't understand this, and I've kind of made it a point where it's like, should I just start anew? Should I start a new channel? Should I start a new thing? Should I get rid of the old one and say goodbye? You know, I don't really know what to do at this point. And it's getting pretty bad out there with the whole YouTube space, especially since all my stuff is Nintendo, and I've had to cut so many corners to get to where I am with Nintendo content, and I feel like I might just have to start going ahead and just starting new, because my channel is just all the IDs and stuff. I'm literally gonna have to do that, but my Twitch channel will stay the same because Twitch loves me and I love Twitch too. So good work over there. You know, so who knows what's gonna happen? I probably am gonna just start a new channel and say, well, this is it. If you're a fan of Masters HQ, you're gonna go here and subscribe. If not, you know, life happens. You know, stay delayed, man. But yeah, I really want to start a new schedule. Get you guys the reviews you want. I'm gonna start doing some anime talk and some maybe manga. I do not know yet, but talk about some other things rather than just. Oh, that was beautiful. Rather than just, you know, stick with my same gaming stick. And we'll see what we can come up with, to, you know, as a team. What I also feel like I want to do is making Masters HQ kind of like this hub. Rather than just letting it go. Because it has way too many subscribers of people. So just let it go. Or it's going to be kind of a hub. And where you guys send me videos or send me some cool clips. Maybe theories. Maybe, what's it called? Reviews you've made, maybe your own channel. I don't care what your subscriber base is. If the video's good, you're gonna get up there, and I'll post it. But at the same time, I'll post on that channel and say, yo, this is YouTuber Spotlight. You need to check out his channel, and I'll just upload, you know, my favorite videos from your channel. But at the same time, if you are looking for this as a, you know, get rich quick, I guess, style thing, you have to also know this. I will not accept, unless I just know. I'm not going to take, you know, whatever. I'm not going to just have random LOL XD Let's Play and just like, oh, alright, man, this is great, I'm going to post it. No, you've got to bring me some quality. If it's a good Let's Play, we're talking nice. I want stuff that is not formulaic. We've already seen it 10 times over, like what you're watching from me now. You know what I'm saying? I really want people to just post some crazy stuff. I want to see animations. I want to see, like, anything you guys can just throw my way, I guess, in a way. That isn't just the same thing you've already seen. And maybe you do have a Let's Play. And I'm not saying I'm not going to not have Let's Plays, because I love Let's Plays. It's a central part of YouTube. Some people don't, Jimmy Kimmel. But personally, I think Let's Plays are good times and great fun. So, when it comes to that arc, I guess I should say, I am all for having, you know, your guys' content like that on. And maybe it's if it's a quality Let's Play that was just really good, very well made, very well rounded, then yeah, sign me up. I will definitely go in and vouch and go ahead and go for it. If that's your guys' cup of tea. And if that's what you guys want to do, you know, rather than just kind of letting it happen. You guys know what I mean. So, in that sense, I am definitely up for what you guys got there, and I probably will end up making it a hub, just showing off some of my favorite YouTubers and just some of my favorite things you guys can create. And I really just want to branch out and help people with that small start. Maybe you got 50, maybe you got 1,000, and just really get out there and get to that, like, phase rate. Like, amazing levels of greatness. So that's what I gotta say for this. I also want to give a end this podcast with some shout outs to a couple of people that have just helped me get by, and not just get by, helped me get to the point where I am, at least in the YouTube space. That is obviously none other than my boy X the First X, or just the first. And let's just say he was the first one to really help me get out there and really help me, you know, give me some great pointers and great tips. I started off being that scrum who posted on Miiverse, like, hey, you guys need to check out this YouTube link and YouTube videos. I sent them a link to my Super Smash Bros. Franchise review, I believe, at the time. Or actually, it wasn't even that. Smash 4 didn't even come out, and he was there every step of the way. And I saw his Twilight Princess. I believe it was either a review or it's just his Twilight Princess video, and it had me memorized. Like he was amazing. And I was surprised this man did not have. What the heck was that delay? You know, the subscribers, as most people out there that do these things. So I was actually like genuinely shocked by this, and he really just helped me get along, and he's definitely helping me out a lot now. Another person I wanted to say huge awesome to is Comic Drink, and, or if you guys know him from game trailers, or not game trailers, Game Theory, as just regular trailer Drake, I believe was his old tag. It's I'll just call him Drake. Drake Josh. Drake and Josh. Had to do it. Either oh gosh darn, get your started. Either way, what I have to say about that? I really have to say, he's just been kind of helpful in a way. You know, just giving me a couple of tips on videos, giving me a couple of tips on Twitter, and it's good stuff, good work. And he even featured me as Etika's son, Etika's son, on his Spider-Man unpopular opinion. You guys can check that out down below. And I will get into comics one day, maybe, because I got some stuff to say about comics, and they get kind of crazy, and I got some personal things. Also, shout out to my boy Brendan MB, aka Making Bars, and I don't even know if he doesn't care if I say his name right or wrong. He never knows. I'll post a link down below where you guys can find all these channels, because he's always criticizing. And sometimes you just need that harsh criticism to get good videos. Okay, I think the only one he liked was my mixed clip, which was, in my opinion, amazing. I mean, gosh darn, my mixed clip was so on point because of all the comments. Like, people hated it because of, like, dumb stuff, like the music choice isn't right. If the music choice isn't right, you can mute the video. I just letting people know, like, oh gosh, people just do not know how to just chill and just make good videos. But at the same time, you also need that to empower you and make you better at what's it called? What your craft is. And oh, that's gonna kill. That didn't kill, surprising. So other than that, I am also hopefully either next week or the week after going to do a 24-hour live charity stream for Child's Play Foundation. You know, the one, Humble Bundle sponsors. I loved what they're doing over there. I watched some videos. It's just so great to see people who just aren't as, you know, just don't have the skills or tools available to them to play games like us. And now we're going to be able to give them a chance to play the games we love and let them play the games we love. So they can play Smash Bros. They can play, you know, Call of Duty, they can play Halo, they can play Disney Infinity, they can play Minecraft finally, you know, for like their first time. I want to give that to people. I want to give them, you know, even if it's just like a little bit, I want to give that. So I am going to rally some YouTubers to my cause, and hopefully, if you get, actually, I probably already shouted you guys out on Twitter by the time of this video goes up. I'm gonna rally some YouTubers. I'm gonna call out the first. I'll just call him that for now. The first. I want you to come on and help me with this. Maybe next week, or maybe weekend after that. Just give me a good time, and I'll set up some goodness for you, my friend. I also am going to shout out, not I believe Haydox. That's his face. Haydox, and you know, I want to set it up with you. You know, you know, because we're kind of tight. Haydox and Bradzilla are as tight as I am with Haydox. And I am going to call out my boy Bradley Craig has Bradley News 11, and I'll see if we can set something up, because I know he lives in Canada, if I'm not mistaken. So things are, not sure if time zones are different or whatever. But we'll set up something, and basically we're probably just going to do like Smash or whatever. People will be clocking in and clocking out. I believe all of them have capture cards. So we're all going to be playing and, you know, just having a blast. And if anyone else, maybe you want to join us on this, maybe we can even stretch this thing out. All you have to do is just you know, hit me up on those YouTube comment section, guys. You already know. I am gonna call Slim Shady, but I do not know if Slim Shady is that's his tag, is gonna be ready to, you know, depending on what's going on. We'll see what happens, and possibly split. Again, we'll have to see all happens with those guys. They're a little more busy than most, so we'll see what happens, guys. Again, I really am excited to set this up, and I cannot wait to just enjoy this, you know, thing with you guys. So if you guys sound like you're up for, oh gosh darn, why did I down B? I meant to down air. If you guys are up for it, you know, hit me up. You guys already know. Actually, oh gosh darn it. Actually, only two people that I guess we need Skype contact is Bradley News 11 and Haydox. But other than that, thank you guys all for coming out and enjoying this podcast. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Sorry for that sloppiness at the end. So we'll go one more round. And yeah, so for you audio podcast listeners, thank you all for coming in. I am signing out. Hope you would.
Believe me,
Alright, and for you guys that aren't audio podcast listeners, we're gonna go one last match against this Rob and give him the work, because I will not accept that defeat. That was such a trash game. And someone said Marth's game of origin is Melee. That is so cringeworthy, it's not even funny. What the heck? I want to power off. Marth was a mistake. Oh my gosh. Lenny face. This is why we do not do neighbors ever. I'm just waiting for the expand on pictures. The anime is trash. Okay. Glad he thinks that. Marth. That's beautiful. Oh, just like that combo. You'll get robbed. Oh my gosh, the Rob memes. Dude, I love that Mark picture. I want that as a background. Stop talking about fates and fighting. Just the tip. Pretty much. Up air. Fair. Grab ledge. Come on! Oh, sorry. But just wish you had it. Stop taunting. Stop running. Gosh darn. This is gonna be my worst amiibo. I hate Mark. He's a stupid Lucina clone.